Joining us in our first up studio, Binay Chandgothia, Managing Director, Principal Global Investors, joins us this morning. Good to see you. Good Monday to you. So, what is this? I guess how does this change the game with Greece passing this austerity measure? Is this a game changer?
It's not a major game changer because if you look at what was happening over the last 2 weeks, the markets were a little concerned, but the market reaction wasn't that negative. So going by that, you would feel that the markets hadn't factored in a possibility that they would not pass the austerity measure. So it's on broadly on expected lines. It's one deterrent out of the way,
right?
And it allows Greece to honor its next bond payment. It allows them to get the next round of support from the Troika.
Right.
And then we move on from Greece to other important issues.
Well, one investor that we spoke to earlier on this morning, Binay, says that the bounce back that we're seeing in markets in reaction to this vote passage is just a relief rally, and it's not going to last really until the end of this week.
Well, as I said, the markets never fell much, last week. So I wouldn't even call it a bounce back. It's just that the markets are taking it in the stride. But one concern is out of the way, definitely.
Yeah.
You can focus more on fundamental issues going forward, which is about economic growth, about whether the economy is able to meet the challenges arising out of concerns in U.S., Europe, and to an extent in Asia as well.
Right, but is this Greek saga over? I mean, yes, they get the vote through. They'll probably get their bailout package. But then what about actually implementing the austerity cuts? This can't be the end of the Greek story.
It cannot be, because there is a fair bit of mistrust there, because the Troika doesn't believe that Greece does what it promises to do. And therefore, you saw over the last 2 or 3 weeks calls to have an escrow account mechanism by which they'll put the funding aid into that account and then give it on a periodic basis. And it doesn't even end with Greece, because we have other problem nations within Europe. For example, you have concerns about Portugal.
Right.
You have some concerns about Italy as well. Now, short-term indicators indicate that some of the stress levels are coming off, but they don't come off till such time as banks are adequately capitalized, and till such time as the fiscal deficits come back in order.
Okay.
So we will be used to more headlines out of Europe forever. I mean, for the next 1 year at least.
So with all these question marks still from the European side, can you make money going long on the markets this year?
I would think so. We've been positive on markets. One of the reasons why we're more positive on markets is because bonds are yielding nothing, right? And on that perspective, equities still hold much better value. Dividend yields are much higher than bond yields.
Right.
Companies are very strong, cash flows are strong, they don't have leverage. And there are signs that they are looking to invest, as in capex spending seems to be picking up a bit.
Right.
The point is, consumer is still not very strong. In the U.S. because of leveraging, in Europe because of obvious reasons, unemployment rates are going up, and in Asia because of the negative effects of inflation.
Yeah, and growth is coming down. Take a look at what happened in Japan this morning. Fourth quarter GDP much worse than expected. We saw contraction in the economy, in fact. So where do you find these companies? I mean, what companies do you add on to in your portfolio this year?
Well, we have to maintain our bias towards companies which show earnings growth, where analyst revisions are going up, which are showing a better business growth possibility as compared to others which are not.
And what streams of business are those companies in?
Well, we like selective companies, for example, in the financial sector, energy sector. We like companies in occasionally in materials as well, because the valuation gap was too wide as compared to defensives late last year. So it's a constant process of picking the right stocks where you get a good combination of valuations and decent earnings momentum.
Okay, Binay, good talking to you this morning. Good to see you on this Monday. Have a good trading week. Binay Chandgothia, Principal Global Investor.